Okay, everybody, Friday night. Slack for the delay. Slight technical difficulties. Make sure you pay your tithes, all right? We need a new camera. We need a new camera for you, all right? That's straight. That's perfect. Oh, to just turn the camera this way a little bit. Oh, that's okay. This way. This way. There we go. Right. Um, not today. What is it? Yesterday was so-called New Year's, right? For those who've been in the ISPK classes for more than 5 minutes, you've known that the New Year's Day celebration, so-called, is the disguised cover-up for the worship of a god called Janus. All right, and the New Year celebration, and for the whole month of January, where there's a tradition of saying Happy New Year's, you know that that is based on a worship of a god called Janus. For all of January, we know that the name January is from the name of the god Janus. Okay, now, Virgin in my heaven, if someone tells you Happy New Year, just tell them thank you. Right? They don't mean any harm by it, right? But for educational purposes, we want to go into that. We want to look for all things Hebrew that may pertain or relate to you on your days, so it might add to your vocabulary of Hebrew. So my goal, my name is Officer Hadaha, by the way, right? We're at 2279, 3rd Avenue, Harlem, New York. In the room with me, I got Officer Shalai Yalo, camp leader of Yonkers, New York. And I got Captain Shamal Walla with me, camp leader of Queens, New York camp. Queens, New York camp, when it warms up, will be held in Jamaica, Queens. So stay tuned, right? And I got some recap words on the board from last week. I don't want to go over these words. And also, people are welcome to ask questions. Victor Valentine, right? Hey, Shalom. Shalom. How about you, Dr. Qatar? To Victor. All right, good to see you up. Okay. So I want to go over some things also, right? I want to go over so-called New Year's. And we need new pens out there, man. Make sure you're paying your tithes out there, man. We need new pens also. We need new camera. We need new pens. All right. Share the burden with us in the truth. Right. You're in the truth. You like what UPK does. Have a hand in it. You're welcome to have a hand in it. All right. So I want to go over the so-called. I don't want to put Happy New Year's on there. People gonna come into class late and not know what I mean. These niggas gonna do Happy New Year's. You got Happy New Year's on. See these UPK guys. So-called New Year. I'm not even gonna put the happy because people are not happy. Right. You know, Muhammad had to have a whole class about depression yesterday. You know what I mean? And how you enjoy New Year's for 5 minutes. The countdown. I think the bulk of the fun of New Year's is the countdown. Right. And then after the countdown, they're going, Happy New Year, and then I guess you go home. Right. I was like, I remember when I was younger, man. We had a New Year's, but you know, with my family in the world. We had the celebration countdown with Jack Wine, and it was boring. I was like, all right, we're no fun after this. Is that it? That's it. Right. It was whack, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So-called New Year's leading to worship other gods. Kusham, you all right? Say again. What you want, Kusham? You want to sleep? Okay, put your jacket on and just go on the stage right here and lie down, all right? Go on, hurry up. You want to sleep. How is it sleep in Hebrew again? Nawam? Sleep. I remember from the prayers, Yanawam, where the Lord shall not sleep and shall not slumber, Nawam. All right, Nawam. We say Yanawam, Yanawam, Ya means he, right? At the beginning of a word, right? And then we want to go over something that I have fake is like always bring up, something called the matres lectiones. Right? This is a popular phrase that bums like to say, that bums like to bring up. and discriminate or to criticize the ancient Hebrew with something called the matrix lectionis. This is a thing for bums. All right. And then a popular word they like to use along with this word is conjugate. All right. Conjugate. This is another word that bums like to use. All right. And when I say bums, I mean people who are into white culture, because white people are naturally bums. All right. Right. You know, without us, they don't have to dress, they don't have to wash, they don't even have music. Right. It's from a culture of bums. All right. Matrix is a Latin phrase because Latin was the language of bums. Okay, conjugate also from Greek origins, Greek Latin origins, or language of bums. And people try to use these words to sound smart. It's something like polite used to do. Polite used to like to sound smart to win a conversation by sounding smart, but not actually knowing what things mean, not knowing the problems of understanding the solution to a problem. Actually, they just want to sound smart, right? So these are one of these phrases that today fake Israelites, or people who study Hebrew, they like to use these phrases to sound smart, but they're actually bums when it comes down to understanding the culture of the Israelites Hebrew. All right, good. For some words from Hanukkah from the week that you need to know all through the year is a cow. All right, make sure you have these in your notes. Eat is a cow. I think right now Captain Shimon is eating something. Eating a cow. Eat a cow. All right. Kasham, you wanna go lie down? Go. Yeah. Put your jacket on. Put it over your head, and I'll go lie down. All right. Okay. I want to just check eating right quick. All right, just to make sure that the tense, or rather, what the fake is like say the conjugations. Conjugation just means things are tied together. So you put a preposition with a root word. You put a possessive with a root word. Con means together. Jugate comes from is the root word of yoke. Where they used to call it jogum to say yokum to say yoke. Yoke together. That's it, right? I'm trying to tell you, it's a language of bumps. Because you could have speak regular English, right? But you just gotta sound smart by speaking, Greek, Latin, influenced English words to just sound smart. You know what I mean? It's just culture of bumps, all right? Okay. Also, if anybody has any questions, also, right? I could add it to the list. Right? Big up everybody inside, right? Big up everybody on the viewership. You know what I mean? Brothers, sisters, friends, family, and others. All right. And we take questions from everybody, right? Take questions from people in the school, out the school. People from other races are allowed to ask questions in the chat. You're just not allowed to attend the physical school, but you're allowed to ask questions in the chat. Okay. Okay. Good. We go to eating. Of course, eating. Okay, we got Judges 14 and 9. I just want to check the tense. So what I do is, anytime there's a word I'm unsure of or I don't understand, I go to my apps on my phone and I go to my Hebrew interlinear. I found a scripture, right, based on eating in the King James Version, just so you can understand how I find things, right? And I want the context of someone eating. There was a context of according to eating. That's not what I want. I want someone actually eating, right? So I got one of someone actually eating in Judges 14 and 9. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the actual scripture in the Hebrew in something we call interlinear, right? Where they give actual sentence. Kasham, come over here. Bring your coat and come. Okay. 14 and 9. Step over. Good. Right, good. Put your jacket on and lie down. All right, good. So we're in 14 and 9. I know the part eating was near the end of the verse. All right. Oh, it's like near the beginning to the middle. All right, so let's go back to see if it's eating near the beginning to the middle. Okay. I'm looking for something with the word akal. There we go. So in akal, in eating, we still just say eat, right? It doesn't say our call, it doesn't say actually eating in the Hebrew. It just says eat, right? Because remember, our way of speaking is not like how the heathen would like to have it, where it's all, complex like the English, right? To understand Hebrew, you need to understand ghetto culture. You got to understand Ebonics. You got to understand Patois if you're a Benjamite. You got to understand Creole if you're a Levite. If you're an Isupk, you got to learn, the ghetto way of your people speaking. And it will bring you closer to the real life ghetto-ness in the people that wrote the records in the Bible. Okay, eat is a cow. Good. We wanted to say the rice is bad. The word for bad in Hebrew is evil. We don't call rice evil. But how we say it is just like in ghetto culture, we'll say it's not good. Okay? So to say the rice is bad, you have to say the rice is not good. Rice is not good. All right? So we got ha, which is the. We got the word rice, which is manaka. Manaka, which is rice. Rice is manaka. Grain. You might come up in the King James Version as grain. Grain or rice is manaka. The rice, ha manaka. We don't say is in Hebrew neither. Right? We don't say is. We don't say the rice, not good. Right? Not good. Not is no. La. Trying to tell you, it's ghetto. We don't differentiate between no or not. We don't say la. All right? And good is tawab. So the rice is not good. The rice not good. Ha manaka la tawab. Ha manaka la tawab. Anybody want to give it a go? It's okay. You know what I mean? We learn by repetition. All right. Okay, Shalal, want to step up? Go ahead, man. Yeah, man. You eat rice, right? You eat some rice? Right, sometimes, yeah, man.
Manaka la tawab.
Yeah, la tawab.
La tawab.
Yeah. One more time, I could, Shalal.
Ha manaka la tawab.
There we go. Ha manaka la tawab. Cap, you straight over there, you good? Ha manaka la tawab. Karawakan. That's right. Okay. Over here, underneath that, I wanted to get through these so I can erase it. All right. These right here are possessives. These will be conjugations that go on a word. All right, that go on to a root word. All right. And those possessives, meaning they're written at the end of a word. Ya at the end of a word is my. Right. Ka at the end of a word is your. Okay. Ya at the end of a word is my. So if I want to say my rights, rice is manaka. To say my rights, I would say manaka ya. Right? Manaka ya. Right? If I want to say your rights, manaka ka. Manaka ka. Right? For his is wa. Right? His is wa. I want to say his rights. I'll say manaka wa. Because manaka is rice. That's what's right here, right? Manaka. I got the line right here to say rice is manaka. His rice. Right? Manaka wa. Okay? For her rice. Right? Manaka ha. Okay? Manaka ha. Okay? What else is on there? Oh, we got the word leftovers. The word leftovers. Leftover is sha'ar. You're eating and you got leftovers. That word is sha'ar. Sha'ar. So I want to say my leftovers. I'll say sha'ar. Yeah. Sha'ar. Sha'ar ya. Sha'ar ya. Okay. Good. I want to say your leftover. Sha'ar ka. Right? Sha'ar ka. To say your leftovers. Right? Big up everybody checking in, man. Big up everybody coming in the class. Right? I know all the silent listeners, you know, you might not be in the school, it's fine. Share the class with people who's also not in the school. Share it to your friend. Share it to your group. Share it with a person you think might like it. Share it with the people on your job, on your slavery. All right? Share it, all right? Let them understand that this is our language before slavery in America, man.
Right.
All right, before our captivity, this was our real language. This is the true Negro language, right? The true native Indian language of origin. All right, for my Latino brothers out there, for my native brothers out there, right? Right. The Los Lunas stone in New Mexico was written in this language that we are teaching right now. All right, and it was famously known one time as the Negro's language. When the Lord separated all the nations to speak their own languages, this was the language that was particularly ours. All right? Okay, good. His leftovers. Sha'ar wa. Sha'ar wa. I want to get the practice in too. All right, because Shalah, if we're gonna speak it, you know, if we're ever gonna speak it, we gotta start now. You see what I'm saying? If we don't start now, we ain't never gonna do it. You see what I'm saying? So, Shalah, if you could come on your bubble shot, right? I'm gonna say, this is your leftovers. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna hand it to you, and when you take it, you're gonna say the same thing back to me.
Okay.
Right? You're gonna pass it back. Right? Right, ready?
Okay.
Za. Sha'ar ka. Right? Za means this. I should write it on the board, right? I'm writing on the board, right? Right? I'm writing on the board after I see you, right? Za. Sha'ar ka.
Okay, come on.
Okay? Za sha'ar ka. Okay?
Za Shahar Ya.
Yeah. Yeah. This is my leftover.
My leftover.
There we go. There. Okay. We'll put the za right here. Za. Za means this. If I cannot make things too complicated, just so we can make full sentences, because we do got haters out there who are trying to press on the UPK with the Hebrew, and it's my job to make sure everybody here knows the Hebrew, right, to come against them when they act like we don't know, but we will know and do know. You see what I'm saying? For those who don't know and learning, they will know. All right.
So, what if I want to say, is this yours? Can I? Is this yours?
Right.
Is it the same pronunciation?
Just think of being ghetto.
More direct.
Yeah. So when I'm seeing in the scriptures, you'll just be like, this, yours.
Right.
So you'll be like, za ka, but you say it like a question. So I could say za ka. I could say this yours.
Right.
What am I saying?
Is this yours?
No. Okay.
Oh no. You being direct. You're telling me this is yours.
It's yours.
This is
good.
Yours.
Now you hold this. Now ask me saying this yours if it's mine.
Right. Zaka?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Come.
We'll say za.
Za.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
No, it's cool. Because you have ma, which is of, but you have ma, which is another word.
Okay. Come on.
Right? Okay. But you're gonna say za, it's like za ka. You know, you can say like that. Yeah, elongate that za. Right? That H means elongate that sound. Right?
Okay. Come.
Za ka.
Right.
So if I say, so I could say, yeah, this is yours.
Khan.
Or I could say, this yours? If I say this yours.
So I could say Khan Za Ya.
Khan za ya.
Khan Za Ya.
Yeah.
So yes, it's mine.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting this.
There we go. There we go. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Watch.
Underbar. Now I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this is his leftovers, right? Maybe the Zod right now is a little too advanced, right? Just it's easy to learn 2 things than 3 things, all right? But Shalal got that. It's good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say this is his leftovers. I'm gonna say Sha'ar Wa, his leftovers to Shabbatak, right? Shabbatak, and all right, that's right, right? Sha'ar Wa, and for the sisters out there, Sha'ar Ha. All right, Sha'ar Ha, her leftovers. All right, good. Okay. Okay. Drink, by the way, is Shakwa. Right, Shakwa. Okay. Okay. And for everybody out there who has newly joined the ISBK, I want to congratulate you on finding the truth. Right. I want to congratulate you on finding real family, right? A family that the world has never seen before, who treat each other in ways that the world has never seen before. I want to congratulate you on finding the true place of the Most High according to the Bible. Right. The true sanctuary of the Lord, which is one place. The true camp of the Lord according to the lifestyle of Moses, the lifestyle of Yahushua, and the lifestyle of them prophets with Baruch and Jeremiah and them, right? The real way. All right. You know what I mean? Congratulations for the Lord showing you where the Lord did not show others. Many are called and few are chosen, right? Right. Endure to the end, all right? You have not got the kingdom yet. Right? You ain't made it yet. We got work to do. Right? But I want to congratulate you on answering the call when the Lord called. Now endure to be the chosen. All right, we have to endure, right? Okay, good. Okay, we got the possessives down. I wonder if we should leave those there. Okay. Yes. Yes, sir. Wow. Shabbatak, you all right? Yeah, take my juice right here. Okay. Good. No questions online? No problem. Go ahead, Shabbatak. Take that. Hey, Shabbatak, come over here and give me some numbers right quick. Count me to 20. Go ahead, fast as you can. 20. Hurry up. I'm gonna count to 20 in my head. By the time you're done, you're gonna get 20 push-ups. If you don't count to 20 before me. I can't hear you. Start again. Say loud. I'm talking loud. Go on. You got it. Go on. Say Akkad. Shaya. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Come on, let's go. Hurry up. Louder. With the chest. Good. Akkad Aishura. Go on. Okay, no problem. You've earned yourself 20 push-ups. Go on back and do 20 push-ups. Now you can take the juice, drink some of the juice, right? And then you're gonna go and give me the push-ups, all right? Come on, man up. Go back there. Go back there now. Do some push-ups. Hurry up. Let's go. Hurry up. Okay, no problem. Okay. Don't worry. He's getting toughened up, all right? Okay. You gotta just, you know, be a little hard on them when they get like that.
Right.
You know, be soft here, but don't be soft outside. I'm gonna train to not be soft outside. You know, in a world where, if your courage ain't pressed on other people, other people would outshine you.
Right.
You're gonna lose opportunity. All right, no problem. We're gonna work on it. All right, right, Shabbat up. No problem. That passes 5 by the way. So like it. Them passes 5 by the way.
Yeah, cut.
Right. Okay. Okay. Good. Should we go into the complicated and stuff now? I want to get, thou shalt have no other gods. You know that scripture, Shalom? I think it's in the Exodus 20, right? I want to get that in the Hebrew. All right. Okay. Shabbat, have a seat. Have a seat. You're shabby. It's all right. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to sit down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Good. There we go. Okay, good. Go sit in your chair. Go sit in your seat. The seat that you want to sit down, all right? Come on. It says 23. Good. If you can read it for me, Babucha.
Come. The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 3. Thou shalt not have no other gods before me.
Good. Right. So what I did was, Shalom went to Exodus 20 and 3. I went to the same place in the interlinear. Okay. And I want to write that on the board. So in the English, read it again, Shalom.
Exodus 20 and 3.
Uh-huh.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Right. Thou shalt have, now remember in English, verse Hebrew, thou means you. Right? In the Hebrew, it does not start with you. Okay. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write the words of how it's written in the scripture, and then I'm gonna translate it word for word from the Hebrew so you can understand the relation the translation has from the Hebrew to the English King James Version. Right. And mind you, the King James Version is the accurate cultural translation word by word from the Hebrew, right? So what I'm saying, this is not to discredit the King James Version, but so we can understand that the King James Version is written in the perfect culture of English, while the Hebrew is written in the perfect culture of Hebrew in the scripture, right? And we want to get the culture of Hebrew, right? We don't want to try to translate, word by word from English to Hebrew, but you want to get a sense. Now it's not gonna be perfect, right? I don't expect anybody to get like magic, but I do want us to be exposed to the difference in cultural writing from English to Hebrew, right? Okay, good. So Exodus 20 and 3, it says, thou shalt have no other gods but me. Okay. Okay. You want the phone? Okay, you can get the phone when you're ready to come up and give me that them good numbers from 1 to 30. Right? If you want to do the 1 to 30, you can get the phone to play with, all right? Say again? How do you say 3? Good. How do you say 30? How do you say 40? Good. How do you say 30? Huh? Good. Very good. Right. So when you're ready, I'll give you a chance. I'll give you a chance to redeem yourself. All right. And you're gonna speak with the chest of a man. You understand? You're gonna get some air in your lungs. You're gonna talk like a man, and you're gonna get them numbers out nice and strong. All right. And I'll give you the phone. Let me know when you're ready. I'll give you a chance to gather yourself. Okay. Good boy. Okay. I'm gonna write the Hebrew in the English words. I could write it like this. I could say la ya haya, right? But then what will happen is nobody knows what I'm talking about, right? Right, la ka. I'm gonna do it. Why not? Right? I always start, right? Allah yum. Okay. Akarium. Akar is other, by the way, right? Other. Akar is other, the other side, your back, which is the other side. Akar is other, right? It means something else, but I know it's based on the word other, right? Right. I'll, panya. Good, right? Then put the connectors in there. Ya, haya, right? La, ka, la, ha, yum. Akar, yum. Al, pan, oops, stuck here. Pan, yeah, right? Connect that pan. Pan is face. Right? Pan was properly face. Okay. All right. For those who want to understand,
my face.
Yeah, Panya is my face. But this Panya it evolved into before me. Because, if you so you get sir? Yeah, Aloha Panya, like the general's on deck, meaning you can see him. Right? So, the phrase evolved from Panya's face, my face, and it became to you doing this to my face. And then, the translation from English is you're doing it before me. All right? Or forward. Forward is something like Panya as well. All right? And then you can see the general. He's in front of us. We still say Panya.
Right? Same thing.
Yeah.
Panya Apudom, is that the same thing?
I would say the Hebrew again. We said Panya Tazahai. Yeah. Forward. Yeah, because forward is Panya. It became before me, became forward. Okay. You know what I mean?
What about face the east?
Panya, my face, the east. Yeah.
Panya.
Sar.
Panya.
Yeah, turn my face to the east. Sar, how we say it? Well, Panya.
Panya.
Turn my face to the east. Okay. Okay. Yes, and that's to say face the east too is from this Hebrew word right here. Correct. I could have said turn my body. Yeah. I could have said turn us. Yeah. But we say face the east because it's coming from a culture that we talk like that in English too, but it's coming from a culture that required you to actually say face. Right, we're punished face. Shove it up. You ready? All right, good boy. Come up here. Good boy. There we go. Right. Strong young man. Right. I'm gonna dap you up too and give you a hug at the end. All right. Good. No problem. You can face me. Right. Panya, lie up. Face to me. Go on. Right. Nice and loud.
Akkad, Shanya, Shalash, Arabai, Kamash, Shasha, Shabai, Shamana, Tashai.
Good.
Aishara.
Good.
Akkad Aishara.
Yep.
Shanya Aishara.
Yep.
Shalash Aishara. Arabai Aishara. Kamash Aishara. Shasha Aishara. Shabai Aishara. Shamana Aishara. Tashai Aishara.
Very good.
Aisharium.
There we go.
Akasharium.
That's right.
Shalash Aisharium. Arabai Aisharium.
Good.
Kamash Aisharium.
Very good.
Shasha Aisharium.
Shasha Aisharium. After Shasha is?
Shabai.
Very good.
Aisharium.
Yep.
Shamana Aisharium. Tashai Aisharium. Shalashim.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Isharim is 20.
20. So Shashar Isharim, that's 26.
Shasha Isharim, Parukan.
26.
Yeah, so concept. So
All right. Sounds right. Yeah.
we say the small number and then the bigger number.
Okay.
I mean, I tried to. Oh, slap it. Okay. Yeah. So in English, actually, instead of in English, they call these Arabic numbers, right? And you know, in English, are we looking at English? We look at 26, but because Arabic is not English, right? It's still from right to left.
Mhm.
So we say sha, right? Sha, and then that will be the Aishari, right?
All right.
But you don't gotta even look at it in that way because I confuse myself sometimes by trying to figure out the numbers position. I just think of what do you call it, the single numbers first and then tens.
Right.
All right. Yeah. So your single number sha, which is 6, and then your 20s, right? Aishari, or your 30s, shalashim.
Right.
Right. So even though 2 is shanya, we don't say shanya. Because I don't make up the culture. I got to go by what's in the book, in the records. Right? General Kabbalah wrote down Aisharium for 20, but that's what's in the records.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So Aisharium is like saying 10 plural.
Right.
Right? Yeah. So that's that. All right. I think 20 is something like that too, right? 20 is like 2 10s to get TWEN.
All right.
It's like 2 10, 20.
That's hardcore.
You know what I mean? I think it's
that way
similar.
to say 17, 16, the teens.
Yeah, the teen. Okay, the teen would be the 10, 7, 10, 8, 10.
So I say 10.
What,
I
Hebrew?
say number 10. Yeah.
Or Aishara.
Aishara.
So,
Shasha Aishara, 16.
yes, sir. Shasha Aishara. Yes, sir. Shabai Aishara, 17.
Aisharan?
Aishara.
Aishara.
Yeah, 10 is Aishara, 20 Aishara Yum. Remember, the Yum is plural. All right. So, chair, kasa. Chairs, kasa Yum. All right. Or, anything with the Yum. Yeah, Yum is plural. Ak Yum. There we go. Yeah, Ak Yum. All right. Good. How are we looking on time? So we good? Couple concepts. All right. So let's get the scripture, right? Oh, by the way, right? This yah right here is the figure of your hands, right? In English, we call it our arm, right? This is really your hand, the palm of your hand. In English, we call this our hands. This figure, which is your car, is the lineament in the palm of your hand. That same line that goes like this. That is the figure of the car. When you hand something to somebody, you hand it to them with the palm of your hand to say this is yours, right? It's good, right? But if you give it to me, right? When I hand you something, right? When I hand something to you, right? To say this is yours, come a little closer, so you can see your arm, all right? Okay, I hand it to you, and you take it from me, and you bring it to yourself, right? You say this is mine because this right here is your hand, your forearm, and your upper arm, right? This is this, and the line is going through this part right here, all right? So when you take it to yourself, you're saying it's mine. That's what this is right here, all right?
Into you, Mark.
Yeah, your
Right,
palm
different
to your,
Okay.
right? So you're giving it to you, right? Giving it to you, and then mine, yours, mine. All right. If that helps anyway to remember. You see what I'm saying? Let me get the alphabet too, right? So we don't get too far from the lonely alphabet.
What time? No.
Hana.
What is that?
Behold.
Oh, that's
Constant. Okay. They got autumn the third. We got thugs from the order, y'all. We can order the thugs. Right? Okay. So also, for his, this wall right here is like an and, right? And is adding something. Brothers add. Brothers go to war and add, add to the economy, add to the brothers, add to weaponry, add everything. Then the Israelites go out with Abraham. They're gonna go down to Sodom, kill everybody, and add all the gold and give 1/10 to Melchizedek.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? For the sisters, they're just so beautiful. You just gotta behold them. Right? Hannah, Ha is for Hannah. Is man doing this, presenting them. Right? That's how they are. You see them and you behold them like, damn, bro, it's fine. You see what I'm saying? Right. That's Ha. Right? Good. Okay, good. Alphabet sheet. All right, first time, you good? Good boy. Okay. Okay. So start over here. A is for Alap, which is a cow. Ba is for Bayat, which is a tent. Ga is for Gamal, which is a camel. Da is for Dalas, which is a door of a tent, right? The old school doors, right? Okay. Ha is for Hana, which means behold. Wa is for wow, which is a fish hook, right? Za is for Zayan, which is a weapon. Ka is for Kawama, which is a fence. Ta is for Tana'a, which is the bottom of a basket, all right? Ya is for yard, which is your hand, right? Ka is for cup, which is the palm of your hand. La is for lamad, which is to say learn. Ma is for mayam, which means water. Na is for nawan. My finger's getting cold. Na is for nawan, which means sprout. Sa is for samak, which means establish. I is for ayan, which is the same word eye, like your eye in your head, makes you see eye, right? Pa is for pa, which is your mouth. Taza is for tazad, which is your side, right? Kwa is for which is rise. Ra is for ra'ash, which is your head. Sha is for shan, which is your teeth. And tha is for thou, which is a mark. All right, so good. So this is the figure of a cow's head. This is the figure of a cow's head. This is the skeleton of a tent, or this is a figure of a tent with the foundation going under the ground. This is the hump, the high hump of a camel. We just explained that this is the door of a tent. The tent is shaped like this. The door of the tent is also a triangular shape. This is the figure of your fingers pointing towards something that you are beholding to someone. This is the hook sticking out of a stick to make a fish's hook. This is a throwing weapon. This is the partition of a fence. This is the bottom of a basket. This is your forearm that we will still call your hand in our talk. This will be the palm of your hand in what we will say in our talk, the palm of your hand. This is a stick that we used to lead around cows. An elderly man might use this as a walking stick because he teaches the cow and the old man teaches the younger man with that stick, right? This is the waves of the water, right? This is the roots sprouting from a seed. This is a skeleton of a flag. Hold on, Kosham, hold on. A skeleton of a flag where you put on a land that you're establishing as your own. This is the roundness of an eye. This is the jaw of your mouth, the jawbone of your mouth, pa, right? This is a figure of a man. Well, this is the advanced figure of a man laying down in the side. It used to be written, that line on that vertical line used to be a head. And that These and this squiggly line that's like a Z used to be the man's feet are in his position when he's sleeping, right? Quam, this is the sun rising up on the horizon, right? We have the man's head, right? You got his chin and you got his neck, right? This is 2 front teeth, right? And this is X marking the spot, all right? To say mark, right? Good. Okay. So from that, we have mind, right? Before you're doing this, you know, it's oh, thank you, it's the water, it's mine now. Right? I'll look after mine. All right, it's the emotion you do with this arm right here. Good. And then the car is the your, giving it to you. This is yours. If I do this, you know, I'm giving it to you for it to be yours. Right? Right. His, right? The stick, he adds things to the stick. Or I'm passing it over to him with the stick. If we're at a big ass table and we are rich, Shala, I'm gonna pass things to you with a long stick. Probably made of gold or silver or something. Right. Say, Shala, hey, take this. Hey, that's my stick over there. Hey, Shala, we're in a palace now. We're in the kingdom. We're in a mansion. I'm gonna reach this big ass table. Solomon had a table. It had like 5 cows on the table. Right. So how do you have like 5 cows? The 5 is a figurative number. I can't remember the number. We had a numerous amount of cows, whole cows cooked on the table. That's a big ass table. You see what I'm saying? On the table. So I'm gonna reach things to you from yonder. Right. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And the sisters, right? For her. Because we gotta sit over here. So we can only do this. Because she's over here on the sister's side, not on the brother's side. Right. All right, good. Right. She's on limits, she's off limits for 6 months. So she's to be saluted only. Right. Don't touch her, don't kiss her. You're courting her, don't touch her, don't kiss her. Right. What's the other rules? Don't touch her, no kissing, no spooning. No touching, no kissing, no hugging. Right? Just do this. This is the sister you courting. All right, good. When you marry her now, then she's all of this. She's mine. Right. She's right. You know what I mean? You know, I hand it off to you, and then she'll be mine. But until then, she's off limits for 6 months. She's been saluted only. You see what I'm saying? No hugging, no kissing, no hugging, no touching. All right, good, no problem. Okay, good. So I can race off the board now, right? There we go. Okay. Christian, how may I help you, brother? High five. Say again? Can you go watch the phone? Yes. Here's my phone. All right. Be quiet on the phone, all right? There you go. Now you know what to do? Where my games at? Huh? Get the game for you too, all right? Okay. I think I deleted the games. You got to download some new ones, all right? Okay, here's the app. Okay. 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 Let me get this up the board too. Fish. With rice, we ate fish. Fish is dog. Right? There was an evil man who worshipped the fish god called Dagon. Right? That Dagon is from the Hebrew word dog. Right? Many words, many names, all the names in the Bible are in one way transliterated from the Hebrew word that they're from. That's why it's so dumb for people to say, oh, you don't need to learn no Hebrew. What's the sense of learning Hebrew? All the names in the Bible are a derivation of Hebrew, a bastardization of the Hebrew. Moses is a bastardization of Mashal. Aaron is a bastardization of Aharon. Okay? Anybody? Ezekiel is a bastardization of what's his name mean again? Yatazakwa'ala. Right? Right? Isaac, his name is similar to Ezekiel, I believe, right? Yatazakak, to say he laughs. Right? All these names are essentially Hebrew, but you know, they call it transliteration. As a matter of fact, let me Gave the boy my phone. But it's called transliteration, all right? I want to, can you Google transliteration for me right quick, Shala? If you can just ask the phone, the transliteration of definition. Okay. Okay. So let's put transliteration. Okay, what does it say, Shala, right quick?
Definition of transliteration.
Mm-hmm.
The process of writing or printing a letter or word using the closest corresponding letters of a different alphabet or script.
Writing in corresponding, how you spell corresponding? C-O-R or C-O-R?
C-O-R.
Okay, corresponding. Right, I know which one is corresponding.
Letters or word using the closest. Oh no, that's it.
Good. So writing in corresponding letters from English to Hebrew. Okay. Okay. Good. So we see if I have a name like Moses, if we write this, and this is a Ma, I turn this into M, like that. You see what I'm saying? If I have a Shah, right, I turn this into S. You know what they do this? They do this famously with the Lord's name, actually. Right? It's something called a tetragrammaton. And the tetragrammaton is because they don't know how to say the thing. All right, so we got the Lord's name. Yah. I'm writing it in English. I'm taking English, right? Give some more room. We got Yah, Ha, Wa. Right? This is what they call a tetragrammaton when they want to be smart. It's just the Lord's name. But just say the Lord's name. That's so difficult, man. You got oh, you're talking about the tetragrammaton? So if I don't know the word tetragrammaton, I sound dumb in the conversation where we're just talking about God's name. You see what I'm saying? But they say tetragrammaton. Tetra means four. Right? Grammar means, the sound that come out your the word, right? The word come out your mouth. And ton means sounds. But the tetragrammaton, so if I don't know what tetragrammaton means, now all of a sudden he sounds smarter than me when he don't know no Hebrew. Some a-hole on some podcast or online,
right?
He sounds smart when he don't know no Hebrew. Here's knowing Hebrew, right? They take the Yah and they turn it into a J. All right? They take the Ha, they turn it into a H. They take the Y and they turn it into a V, and they got another H over here. They know that Hebrew from right to left. They turn this left to right to say J, H, V, H, and then they add vowels, which is where you get the matrix lectiones. The matrix lectiones, oh, they sound so smart. The matrix lectiones. The matrix lectiones just means to add vowels to a language that had no vowels.
Right.
That's the definition of the matrix lectiones. But they want to sound smart by saying, oh, the matrix lectiones, the matrix lectiones. To say that we're dumb for having Hebrew with no vowels. But if you could look up the definition of matrix lectiones right quick and hear how dumb these bums are that like to say, the matrix lectiones, the matrix lectiones. So you get JHVH, which is transliteration from this. It was a Y, right? To say YHWH, but they turn the Y into a J and they turn the V into a W. And then they have Jehovah. Right? That's how they get Jehovah. Okay? You good? Yeah, go. Okay. Yeah. You want to spell it? You could say it. Google knows what it is. Okay, let's take your time. And we're going to get the definition of matrix lectiones. You got a scripture that says there is a bomb that tries to lose you in many words with their much speaking. This is one of them words that these bombs use, matrix lectionis. Right? So it's like an academic word. Right? But, it's the thing that means mother reading. Just you could have say that. Right? Go ahead, Shalom.
Matrix lectionis are specific consonant letters in Semitic scripts.
Hold on, say it again.
Specific
consonant
letters in Semitic scripts, primarily Hebrew, used to indicate vowel sounds.
There we go. So now they created. They said they read from the top again.
Colonel Khan. Matrix lectionis are specific consonant letters.
Consonant letters mean here's a consonant letter, because our language is all consonants, because Hebrew has no vowels. So you gotta get some consonant letters like ah and ha. Let me write in how they like to write. They like to write like this, because they come with the Assyrian Hebrew. Ah and ha, and what's the other one? Wa, right? Wa, right? And what's the other one they use? They take the ya, right? Go ahead, Shalom.
Khan. Semitic scripts, primarily Hebrew, used to indicate vowel sounds.
So they take consonants and they take it to add to words that already exist to make vowel sounds for themselves. So over here, we don't have any vowel sounds in the Lord's name, right? And they don't dare change the Lord's name neither, right? But the vowels are extra letters in English. So for European Hebrews that fake Israelites learned from, right, they needed extra letters in there to signify vowel sounds, right? So you got the consonants. To them, this makes no sense, like this makes no sense to you right here, right? To say YHWH makes no sense in English. That's how they look at this, without additional Hebrew letters to mean vowels. Okay? So they add these vowels. So now you say, oh, Jehovah. That's how they look at Hebrew. All right? So for them, the A became E, right? The Ha became an A, right? The Wa became a U, right? And the Ya became an I. Missing one. A-E-I-O-U. Right? Oh, the O is U or U or O. Okay? That's the matrix lectionis. Right? That's all it is. Whoop-de-doo. They're so smart because they know the same thing we've been teaching since 1969, that there's no vowels in Hebrew. The matrix lectionis means to add vowels to a language that had no vowels. Add vowels to a language that had no vowels. All right? So Sean, you okay? Good. Yeah, read that part, Sean. Come over here and read it so they don't think I'm lying. They probably out there thinking I'm all lying. I'm lying my A off.
Right. So this is right here. I don't know if they can see it or not.
Yeah, get down.
Might be too bright. Matrix Latin for mothers of reading.
Yeah, meaning matrix is a translatable English word, but they just got to say matrix. They can't say mother. They got to say, do that again. That was dope. That's dope. How do you do that?
What's that?
Shalom coming with the trick. I don't know. It's black in here. The light is off. That's dope.
Oh yeah, Khan.
Keep going.
Just if you go down what you just said about the vowels, they look like they broke it down right here. If that Does that look familiar, sir?
Yes, that's exactly what we got on the board right here.
Right.
The Aleph, which is Allah. So they done transliterated the Hebrew word Allah to say Aleph.
Right.
Right, to say that becomes the E. All right.
Right. Concept.
The ha, they said head because they don't know what the ha means. That's another thing with them too. They don't know what the ha means. They know what yod means, because yod is yard to say hand. All right. But there's no Hebrew word that just says ha by itself like that. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Concept.
So they wrote head because they don't know what the ha means. The ha was the definition of the ha was discovered in the Israel School of UPK under Commander Johanna. Right? The vav is to say the wow, which is the official. The yod is to say yard, which is the hand. Good. So that hair, what they got right there, right? That hair that they got right there is to say the A for them. Oh, they got it right there, right?
Concept.
Right? Good. The I is a long A sound. They got the hey as another A sound, right?
Salakia.
And they got the wa to say an O or an U. You see right there on the vav, when it says vav, V-A-V, which is a wow, which is our W, a wa, right? They got that to say an O or an U. That's why they write the wa in shalom.
Right.
Right? They got in shalom, they got an extra letter in there. The fake Israelites take the Jewish man's extra letter. Please still hold it
up.
Yeah. The fake Israelites take the Jewish man's letter, the Jewish man's way of saying peace, with the additional letter, and they start to say shalom, shalom, because there's a wa for where the Jewish man would have an O in shalom. Right? Good. Right? The yard, the last one down there, the yard is to say a I. They said don't read. I gotta check that. Yeah, throw it for that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna just check that again with our book from Yale University, right? I know Google is saying something. My estimation could be wrong because I don't speak Yiddish.
Right.
I don't speak that matrionis, lectionis, Yiddish crap. I don't speak that. You know what I mean? So I might make a mistake on it, and who cares? I'm gonna use it anyways.
Right.
Never gonna use it anyway. So who even cares? All right. And in the kingdom, we're not using that. We're not going. This is signifying the unpure tongue because they added the European pollutants in there. But Zechariah, was it Zephaniah? Zephaniah said we're gonna go back to the pure tongue. Let me get Zephaniah 3:9. We're gonna go back to the pure tongue, which means we're gonna get rid of all of this. This is not going to even exist in our world. It's not going to exist in the future. This only exists right now because the Jewish man uses it. We should not follow after the heathen. Okay, so yeah, Google was right. The ya is an I or a E. Whoop to do the language of bombs. Let me move that E down. So they got two ways. They got a how do you go again? Let me see. Oh, over here, Yale. By the way, this is the book from Yale University, right? It's a book from Yale University, right? The college we cannot afford to even go to. Okay, we've been saying this on the street. That originally only the consonants were used. Originally, only the consonants were used. There were no vowels.
Right.
All right. There were no vowels in Hebrew. Right. Biblical Hebrew, at least. Biblical Hebrew. There was no from scholars too. Right. From scholars that understand things that you bums out there don't understand.
Right.
About some. Oh, the Mexians. Where you got this, Shalom?
Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 9. Mm-hmm. For then will I turn the people Then will I turn the people a pure language. Right.
Then will I turn to the people a pure language. Why? Because the pure language is not existing right now. The Hebrew out there, if there's a Hebrew that exists right now, it is tainted by the Jewish man who uses it. Tainted. And to get the pure language, all you gotta do is take out their pollutants. Take out this crap. Take out the matrix lectionis, and you get the real Israelite Hebrew. Right? Give me one verse up, Shalom. Give me one verse up. To understand the prophecy of when this is talking about.
Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 8.
Yep.
Therefore wait ye upon me.
Right, wait upon the Lord. Right, don't get guns for yourself and get your own revenge. Wait upon the Lord to free you from captivity. Go ahead.
Saith the Lord.
God said this. It's a commandment. Read.
Until the day that I rise up to the prey.
Right. The Lord said, I will not meet thee as a man. That's what the Lord said. You see what I'm saying? Till he rises up to what he calls the prey, which is other people. It's not all people coming together. Keep reading.
For my determination is to gather the nations.
The Lord is racist against all nations except the Israelites. He wants to gather the nations. For love? No. Let's read and see. Keep reading.
That I may assemble the kingdom.
That I may assemble the kingdom. Nations in the Bible is race. Kingdom is country. He's assembling the races. You got the white, the Caucasians being assembled into their, read it again. Gather the nations. So meaning what? White people want to make America great again. They want a white Christmas. They want a white America. So all the Caucasians are gathering together by their nation. All the Chinese are gathered together by their nation. All the Africans are gathered together under that guy from Burkina Faso. That guy, they all love him. All the Arabs is coming together according to their races. Keep reading.
For my determination is to gather the nations.
Keep going.
That I may assemble the kingdoms.
Assemble the kingdoms. We get up into armies and ranks in North Korea. We get up into armies and we march down the street in Russia. We march. We're showing off our battalions. We're showing off our groupings in our military marches. They're being assembled. All right, keep going. Assembling the kingdoms. Kingdom is country. Keep going.
That I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation.
Right. The Lord, he's going to pour upon them, those nations that are assembling, he's going to pour upon them his anger. So you got the North Koreans that are gathering together and assembling themselves to go fight America, who is gathering themselves, versus the Russians who are assembling and gathering themselves, assembling themselves to fight each other to appease the Lord's anger. Talking about World War III, Russia versus Ukraine, Israel versus Palestine, America sending bombs on Nigeria that you all love and want to go to.
Right.
America sending missiles on Nigeria. You see what I'm saying? America sending missiles on Iran.
Right.
You know, who else? Everybody. America sending bombing fishermen in Venezuela. You see what I'm saying? The world is a mess, and it's not getting no better. All right, the American planes flying right beside Chinese planes in the Southeast China Sea. All right, go ahead.
Even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
God is love. God is love. God is pissed off.
Right.
Know about God. God has been pissed off for a long time. While Christians lie on God and say, "Oh, God is love. God is love. God is love." God is, according to the Bible, God wants to kill everybody.
Right.
So that's what I'm reading. Keep reading.
Verse 9. For then will I turn the people.
Start again.
For then.
For what?
For then.
For what?
For then.
Now, when that happens, when you see the nations being assembled in that Cold War, when you see the nations being assembled in 2025, then, keep reading.
Will I turn to the people?
Will I turn to all people?
The people.
There's a people that the Lord calls the people. You see what I'm saying? The Israelite people. He said to them, keep reading.
A pure language.
A pure language, and he did not give that to the Jewish man.
Right.
He doesn't fit this criteria here. You see what I'm saying? They're not, the Jewish man up in his temples talking about his synagogues, talking about we're gonna remove the matrix lectionis to get the pure tongue. It's not given to them.
Right.
And it's not given to your fake Israelite group neither. It was given to the Israelite school of UPK.
That's right.
Meaning what? The Lord is working with Commandant General Yohanan.
Damn right.
He's not working with you.
Right.
If you want the Lord to work with you, get with the man who the Lord is working with, so you can get in the Lord's operation. Otherwise, you are on your own. You see, you're on your own, like how Korah was on his own in Numbers 16. As a matter of fact, if you were in the Lord's camp like in Moses, The Lord was against your camp. He just didn't know it yet until the end.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Until the moment that they died. At the moment they died, they're like, oh man, we effed up.
Right.
Give me what I'm talking about. Give me Numbers 16:3. All right, Kasham, come here. You're gonna sit there and cry. You're gonna ask for help. Come here. Come over here to me now. Come here. Where's the phone? When you're ready, Sean, you can just read it, right?
Come. Numbers chapter 16, verse 3. And they gathered together themselves together against Moses and against Aaron, and said unto them, Ye take too much upon you, seeing all the congregation are holy, every one of them, and the Lord is among them. Wherefore then lift ye up yourselves above the congregation of the Lord.
Hold on. I was reading to a brother in the faith like camp one time, and he heard this, and he was like, "Yeah, see, we're all holy." He started doing this. He was like, "Yeah, read it again."
Come on.
Huh?
And they gathered themselves together against Moses.
Right. These are other Israelite groups that is against Moses. Jeremiah Hyman brought this up the other day in class. Do it to Jeremiah Hyman, right?
Right.
And these in the scripture here, there are other Israelite groups are gathered against Moses. I mean, they're not with Moses; they're against him, right? But they gathered together in a unity camp with all the different Israelite camps. It said it was like 250 of them against Moses. Keep reading.
And against Aaron.
Keep reading.
And said unto them.
Meaning they pointing Moses and Aaron out, the same how they point out Commander Jehanna out.
Right.
And then they point out Jeremiah out.
Right.
In the same way, the first and the second. And it's always the first and the second.
Come.
You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
And said unto them.
So trying to figure out who are you in the scripture. Read.
Ye take too much upon you.
Yeah, how the UPK gonna handle all of Israel problems in the USA by themselves? You take too much upon you, IITBK. Keep reading.
Seeing all the congregation are holy.
See, all the Israelites are holy. I said, yeah, all the Israelites are holy. The fake Israelite people was like, yeah, see, we're all holy. Keep reading.
Every one of them.
Every one of the guys in the camp and out the camp, they're all holy. Keep reading.
And the Lord is among them.
And the Lord is with all the Israelites. No matter what camp you're in, nobody has the 100% truth.
Wherefore, then lift ye up yourselves above the congregation of the Lord.
Where did you UPK guys lifting yourself up against all the Israelite camps in America, against all the Israelites in America? Where are you guys lifting yourself up to say you're the only one in the truth and the Lord only speaks with you? What Commander Jehanna, the first man under the angels in Christ. As a matter of fact, they lie and say Commander Jehanna is above the angels. But we always taught that Commander Jehanna is under the angels. It's the Most High, Christ, the angels, and then Commander Jehanna. And
right.
That is a fact. And that is how it's always been in the Bible.
Right.
At this time, it was the Most High, right? Melchizedek, right? The angels, and then it was Moses.
Right.
In this time they're reading about right here. Well, today ain't no different.
Damn right.
The Most High, Melchizedek, which is Christ according to Hebrews chapter 7, right? The angels and Commander Jehanna. If there's not Commander Jehanna, then who? You, right? Who? Your leader? And then according to this chapter right here, number 16, we can find out. And it was godly. It was God's way to find out. And it's something you must do. That's why in the Bible, whatever was written aforetime was written for our learning. You must do this. You must find out who the Lord is with. If not, then why put it in the Bible? You got to go according to the Bible. The Bible is your oracle. If any man teach, let him teach as the oracles of the Most High God, man. Go ahead, Shalom.
Come. And when Moses heard it, he fell upon his face.
And Moses heard that, he know that these Israelites are going to get themselves killed by not being under Commander Jehanna today, or not being under Moses back then. Keep reading.
Verse 5. And he spake unto Korah and to all his company.
He spoke unto Korah, which is the leader of a fake Israelite group, and his company, which is the rest of his members, his no-name guys in his Israelite group. Keep reading.
Saying, tomorrow the Lord will show who are his.
Well, tomorrow, out of all of the Israelites, the Lord is going to show you who are his out of all the Israelites. Meaning the Lord is not putting all the Israelites together, to be saved.
Right.
He gave you a place to be saved, and he gave you a wide path of destruction where you can go and die in some other group. Read.
And who is holy.
And who is holy. Meaning, yeah, we're all Israelites. But if you want to be holy, you got to get down to the camp that makes you holy. Because learning Shalom is not holy.
Right.
Speaking in the matrix lectionis, that ain't holy, brother.
Right.
Speaking the pollutants of the white man,
right.
That ain't holy, brother. To wear the Jewish man's tassel, to wear this on your belt loop, to think you holy. No. That is a sin against the Lord to learn the culture of the heathen. Right. Go read Jeremiah 10:2 one day. That you cannot learn the culture of the heathen. Go learn Leviticus 18:3, where you should not learn the culture of the heathen. You should not take on the traditions of men. Keep reading.
Khan. And will cause him to come near unto him.
And he caused Shalah Yahweh to come near unto the Most High. That's what he did.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I don't know Shalah from school or nowhere on the streets, nowhere. But we were called into this place. Brothers who did not know each other, Captain Shamawala was called into this school. Right. He was in another group, but the Lord took him out of that group and called him into this group to cause him to come near unto the Most High. That's right. Keep reading.
Even him whom he had chosen.
Even those brothers, because many are called, and many, did it say called before?
Not in the scripture.
Go back, just scroll back a little bit.
Uh-huh. In the same verse. Yeah. And he spake unto Korah. Shalak. He spoke unto Korah and all his company, saying, even tomorrow the Lord will show who are holy, and Shalak, who are his, and who is holy, and will cause him to come near to him.
There you go. To cause someone to come near, to call them close.
Right.
For those who do not come near, they don't come near because they were not called to come near. Right? Keep going.
Even him who he have chosen.
And then you have the brothers who answered the call, came, those brothers became the chosen. It's not, we're all in the end. When the bell rings and Christ come out of the sky with them angels, all of a sudden, now we're gonna know who was chosen. That's not in the Bible. That's from your silly, dumb, stupid Christian movies.
Right.
That led you to hell, man. You see what I'm saying? Your life ain't right now. What are you talking about, man?
Right.
You gotta get that Christian imagination movie Hollywood stuff out of your mind, man. You know what I mean? It's good for Christians to believe. Because in their religion, anybody is 144,000. Women can be the 144,000 in the Christian religion. They all sing it. The women, well, we go marching in. Well, how do songs go again? Think of one of them songs. Or the saints go marching. The saints go marching, and they do this. They in the church doing this. The saints go marching. Come on, it's full of crap. Full of crap. You see what I'm saying? You come near. You enter the call. You come to the door.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's what Jeremiah chapter 6 said. You gotta walk in there. If you ain't walk in there, you're not called.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? If you heard about the UPK, hearing about the UPK was a call. Hearing the battles, hearing Captain Desir's debates, that was a call. Hearing people diss Commander Johanna was the call, because that's what you hear around you.
Right.
You hear people hating Commander Johanna, they don't know him. Right. They don't know anything about it, but they dissing Commander Johanna. That was the call for you to go to Commander Johanna. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, whatever you heard about the UPK, that was a call for you to join us. Say, the IUSC got 30 guys and pummeled on you 4 guys in Kansas. That was a call for you to stand with righteousness against the multitude that attacked 4 brothers. That was a call. You're supposed to join the IUSC when you heard that. Whatever you heard, you're supposed to join the IUSC at that time. That was the call. If you wanted to be the chosen, you cannot be the chosen without answering the call. The call means you go there today before the day passed as the chaff, as it says in Zephaniah 2:2. All right, which is after Zephaniah 2:1, which says gather together. People say, gather together. It's a command from the Lord, but you don't do it. You say, we're gonna gather together when the Lord comes back. It didn't necessarily to gather together when the Lord comes back. He will take them up into the cloud and enter into his chamber. But you ain't gathered together now. Any more there, Shalom?
All
right.
For we have chosen
Huh?
will he cause to come near unto him.
There we go. And that's the brothers who are eligible to go up in them chariots.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? There we go. So what, Shalom?
Yeah.
All right. Good. Are we? How much time we got left? None. What time we got there?
I've got 9, 10.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So let me just translate this right here. All right. We're gonna head out. Hey, Shalom, you okay? You got time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wait, it's Friday, right?
Yeah, come on.
Okay. No sweat. Okay. Good. So over here we got the. Oh, let me write it out. The whole thing. Let me get rid of that. The matrix lexicon on this crap. You don't need to know that. Ain't nobody there reading no Yiddish anyways. You didn't do it yesterday. You're not going to do it tomorrow, and I ain't teaching that tomorrow either. You see what I'm saying? Good. We got la'a. La'a, which means no. Right? Ya haya. Right? Ya haya. Which means it be. Right? La ka. La. Am I taking too much space? I think I'm taking too much space. Put it right here. La ka, which means to you. The same way the to you, right? The car, right? To you, right? And then we got the a, la, ha, ya, right? Which is God's. Soji, right? Allah to say power, right? Powers. I'm gonna put powers. I'm gonna put gods, right? Gods, right? Alahayam, akaryam. Akar is other, right? Car, yum, right? So the yum right here is the S. The yum right here is the S, right? A car means other. Okay, I'm gonna erase the transliteration. Okay, other, and then al is over. Because you cannot serve two masters. But I want to serve the God of Israel and Islam. I'm an Israelite, but I believe in the Quran. That's a real thing in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. I don't know what's going on in Yonkers. They're probably Israelites, but they're 5%.
Right.
But they're Israelites and they're still in church.
God body.
They're Israelites and they're God body. That's a real thing. You see what I'm saying? You believe you're Israelite, but what you really believe in is God body over the UPK. So you stay over there and you don't come in here. Because you have that over. You have these other gods or these other authority of you over the Most High, which you're gonna learn about in the UPK, which they choose to not come in, right? Good. And then Panya. Panya, which means before me. Right? Before me. Okay, good. And what scripture is this again?
Exodus 20.
Exodus
23.
Exodus 20 and 3. That sounds about right. Definitely. Exodus 20 and 3. Okay. Oh, you wanna get it? Read Exodus 20 and 3 one time for me again.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Right, good. So in English it says, thou shalt have no other gods before me. So in the Hebrew, it says, "No, it be to you gods," right? Allah is God. Just like the Muslims say Allah. You're not allowed to worship Allah in the Bible, in Exodus, right? No Allah, right? No Allah, no Allah higher. Allah or the Allah plural, none of them, right? Right? Which is the other God over, right? Before me, just talking about the Lord. Read it one more time again in the English.
Yeah. In the English, Exodus 20, verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
There you go. So you're not allowed to have any other God before the Most High. Because the same thing I'm saying, where a man today believes he's an Israelite but is a Muslim, is the same way how in Egypt a man would worship Ra and Seti. He worshiped Ra, Seti, Horus, and what's the other one? I remember Geb. Geb is the gay one.
Oh, God.
Right? They worship Ra, Horus, Seti, and Geb.
Right, God.
You see what I'm saying? Because they worship more than one God. You see what I'm saying? And whatever God you worship other than the Lord, you have them in priority over the Most High. Because that's the one, I don't know, that's the one that you respect. Or you would give it up. You see what I'm saying? To serve the Most High, you're required to give up whatever you believed in the past and to become a new man. You see what I'm saying? You got to give it up. If you don't give it up, you're going where these guys went. You want to be in the truth, but then you want to wear the Jewish man's God's criteria.
Right.
You want to say shalom. You want to have the tassels on your belt loop. You see what I'm saying? They want to have uniforms. Because that's that's the police way. That's the Roman way.
Right.
Always uniform. We squad. Because the heathens like to have uniforms.
Right.
When nowhere in the scriptures did we have uniforms, it was the culture of the Romans to wear uniforms. It was the culture of the Egyptian army to wear uniforms. We didn't have that. In our army, niggas, he wore red and I wore whatever, blue.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I wore whatever. I wore green. Christ wore green. The niggas around him wasn't wearing green, but he wore green. You know what I mean? That was the Israelite race. The niggas with Moses wore red, blue, and purple. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Jewels on them.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? These niggas was not bums. You know what I mean? These niggas is not just like your Christian movies. They ain't just like no bums. You know what I mean? These niggas, invented royal culture.
All
right? Good.
Just to piggyback what you said.
Yeah.
Even when Queen Sheba went to go see Solomon, she said, paraphrase, everybody was so fly, she didn't even know who Solomon was because everybody was so decked out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everybody was so fly.
And everybody did not wear uniforms.
Right.
And Solomon was not an outstanding guy who did not wear the uniform.
Right.
So in heathen culture, you got everybody wear uniform, and then the one who's in charge, he wears some other color.
Right.
Just like in the candy canes, they all red and white, but then the higher ones wear like brown and cream or something like that. You see what I'm saying? And then Tadadaki will come out in some
Gucci joint.
Yeah, he come up with some. He come up with art painting on his joint.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Israelite culture, not like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? In Israelite culture, you go to the door and say, "Oh wow, that must be Commander Gianna at the door."
Right.
No, it's just me. Commander Gianna is in the back somewhere, wearing a hoodie.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm wearing the gold and the headpiece and the crown and the garment at the front.
Right.
You know what I mean? And Commander Gianna is in the back with a cowboy hat and a hoodie somewhere. Just looking like a regular brother. You see what I'm saying? But he's in charge. You see what I'm saying? No problem. Let's get conjugate. Right? And for those who understand, right? Worshiping the new year is worshiping another god called Janus. I explained it early on. And that goes with this scripture right here. Right? You cannot worship the New Year's God on New Year's Day or for the rest of January. You cannot worship Janus, which is the Happy New Year God, the God of doors, the God of, we got to make sure that, the guy with the family member with the money comes to the door first after New Year because, he's going to bless us for the whole year. That's the God of doors. That's the God of Janus, right? The two-headed God, the past and the future. That's him, Father Time. You know, Father Time and Chronos. Father Time. That's the Chronos is the I believe it's the Greek version of the same God, Janus, which is the Happy New Year God. We don't do that. We don't worship no other God. Right? You're Israelite, but you say Happy New Year is because you was conflicted between, do I obey the Most High or do I say Happy New Year's? You said Happy New Year's. That's what you did. You chose one.
Right.
And the one you chose was what people liked. And people liked the culture of the other gods. Right. The heathens' culture, which is the culture of other gods. You chose that. You said that. You see what I'm saying? You didn't say, I believe I'm an Israelite, so I'm not gonna say Happy New Year's over the Most High. Right? You said Happy New Year's over the Most High. You should not do that. You should not do that. And that's what you did. Awesome. Right? You're Israelite. But I had a neighbor when I was living in Canarsie. I had a neighbor upstairs, and they came to me, oh, I believe we're Israelites too. I went up in there one day to tell him that your man is outside on the street. He said so and so and so. Open the door, the biggest, fattest Christmas tree up in there. Oh, I believe I'm Israelite. Oh, I thought you. I understand they're not in the UPK, and I know they're not strong against these spirits these demons that want to make you worship other gods. I understand she's strong like we, and I know that she ain't raised by us. Right. So I understand that she would do that, but I know, if I needed any more proof that if you're not in the UPK, you are not in the truth. I saw her. For you see someone else. For you who's not in the UPK right now, you might see yourself. Right. You see what I'm saying? You're eating the Thanksgiving dinner a month and a half ago. You know what I mean? Whatever you were doing. Right. You were doing something that was, that God don't like. God is not with it. And you try to bend things we say to justify you doing something out there in the world that that the Most High does not like. You see what I'm saying? No problem. Okay, good. Shalayala, I want to say the water for your help. Right, for you helping me in this class today, and I want to say the water, Kaya, Isarka. So Shalayala, the water, Kaya, Isarka. God. Yonder bar. Damn right. You know what I mean? Conjugate. If you can look for me 1 second, for conjugate. Conjugate. Etymology. Don't look for meaning. Look for the etymology. Grammar, right? Okay. I think it's it. Conjugate. Give the different forms of a verb in an affected language. Right. There you go. So conjugate just means to write different forms. Okay. Any more there, Sean? Kind of, not really, nothing too much, but I'll read it. Okay. Effectively, as they vary according to voice mode, tense, number, and persons. Right. So we had tense. Right. Tenses. Constant. All right. Wonderful. There we go. That's what conjugate means. For all of these figures that want to come up to you and say, "Oh, do you know how do you conjugate this and conjugate that?" Let's ask the other tense, man. Right. You want to be fucking difficult. Right. For no reason. It's like my language. That's what they do. They just want to be difficult. Right. I said, oh, but you didn't answer my question. You didn't conjugate. I gotta say, I just gave you the different tenses. Right. But you just want to be difficult. Right. You see what I'm saying? You want to act like he's smarter than the teacher. Right. Meanwhile, he knows nothing. So he did not come to the Israel School of UPK under command and journey honor. Right. All right. Good. Is that it? We're done? Awesome. Any questions online? I might be missing the question. There's no questions. We are here. Oh. Hey, we got everybody. Mariah, y'all, what's going on there, man? Hey, y'all watch the track, right? American Burning. That's brother Jordan, right? Bring up the Jordan. All right, brother Jordan. American Burning. You know what I mean? And Michael Love, man. It's good to see you, Michael. You know what I mean? Hey, Jordan, man, what state you in, man? You was coming to class. You was coming to class a month ago, man. 2 months ago. What happened, man? Can't see you no more, man. You know what I mean? Big up the brother Jordan, man. America's Burning. That's right. All right. And I passed the class too. Priest and officer, Shalayala. Sign Christ. Clap it up for the class. Outside the high, holding it down.
We're gonna one courtesy salute, man, the Israel Majim, which means to stand. Man, the Israel Majim Shabbat, Majim. Yahweh Shib Yahshua. Yad Matawah, his hands down. Sar, turn to the sisters. Man, the Israel give one courtesy salute. Man, the Israel Majim Shabbat, Majim. Barak. Yahweh Shabbat, Yahweh Shib Yahshua. Yad Matawah, his hands down. Class dismissed.